This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 train. The next stop is Wall Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Welcome back to Not Your Advisor with NYU Grad on Thursday, January 16th. Let's jump right into today's sessions. I won't keep you too long today. Well, I'll try not to. We had 212 new highs on the NYSE versus 149 new lows. 59% of stocks were advancing versus 37% declining. 65% of stocks were below their 50-day moving average, and 48% of stocks were below their 200-day moving average. We closed near the lows. It was very low volume today. Just to give you a sense, there was only 22 million shares of SPY at 3 p.m. New York. By 3:50 p.m., with 10 minutes to go, there was only 28 million shares of SPY. We finished the day with 34 million total SPY traded versus a average volume of 47 million. So fairly light session into the close. Keep in mind, on Friday, there's not much economic news. There's a few earnings reports coming out, and then you have housing data. And that's it. And then we break for the long weekend. On Monday, you have MLK Day. All the markets are closed, and that's also Inauguration Day for the new president. Let's see what else stuck out. So I'm going to keep it real with you all. With the low volume, it was a pretty crummy day for the Mag 7, and I'll walk through that right now. So Microsoft was down marginally, 0.06%. It was basically break even. NVIDIA was down 0.88%, but it lost most of the earnings pop from Taiwan Semiconductor overnight last night. Apple was down 4%, which is huge percentage-wise, because if you look at percentage of market cap, that is a big loss of market cap. Tesla was down 3.3% today. Both Apple and Tesla weighing down all of the price action. Amazon was down 1%. Google was down 1%. Meta was down 0.5%. And regarding Meta or Tesla, right now, we're not sure what's going to happen with TikTok over the weekend. So Sunday, ByteDance, the parent company, is supposed to pull the plug on U.S. customers from logging in to post anything. I'm not sure what happens with like old content that you have in your account, but there was also rumors that Elon Musk was going to be able to buy them. Who knows at this point? Maybe Trump, after the inauguration, will make a deal with ByteDance. I have no idea. But I think Meta is trading in sentiment with that. The other thing that I wanted to point out, we are just simply making right now a lower high on the indices, whether you look at the SPY or the ES futures contract. Since the December 15th high, leading into a Santa Claus rally, and then the rug kind of got pulled out underneath us, we've been making lower highs since December, like mid-December into the new year. So until like on the ES, we can exceed 6050, we are creating a lower high. Same thing with the SPY. If the SPY cannot get above 600, it's simply forming and building a lower high. So we'll see if we can break through, or if we go south to go test and say hello to 580 on the SPY. Oh, forgive me, I forgot to cover sectors. So the leading sector to the upside today was utilities, up 2.2%. Real estate bounced here, up 2% as a sector. Industrials was up 1.1%. Consumer defensive, financials, and healthcare were up about 0.5 to 0.6%. Energy was up 0.3. Basic materials was 0.34. Technology was down 0.3%. Consumer cyclical was down 0.56, and communication services was down 0.66. What was strong in the S&P? And we had some participation here. Applied Materials at 5.9. These are all percentages. KLAC Corp at 5.6. Lam Research 5.6. SD Lauder 5.3. Dexcom 5.2. Constellation Energy 4.9. American Tower 4.8. Vistra Energy 3.9. Crown Castle 3.7. Insulet 3.5. Iron Mountain 3.4. Palantir 3.3. Uber 3. Stryker 2.9. Morgan Stanley 3, NextEra Energy 2.9, CBRE Group 2.9. In the NASDAQ, you had, I'm going to try to dedupe because there's a lot of duplicates here, ASML Holdings 3.9, MongoDB 3.1, Exelon 2.7, Adobe Systems 2.6. I'm actually going to pause here before I go to the week. I want to also, let you all know of a program that my friends who still are at Adobe, if you've been following, you've known that the startup I used to work for got acquired by Adobe, and I worked at Adobe after that in a global role on the digital team, and they let me know that Adobe will be matching 100% of your donation up to a total of $500,000 once the whole program gets to $500,000. Of matching. So if you donate $1, they're going to match you and donate $1. So I'm not sure when that matching will stop when we get to 500K donated, but I'm going to include the link in the show notes as well for you to participate. No pressure if you don't want to. I've been helping out as much as I can through donations this way or through even animal shelters locally that are helping pets who were separated from their owners and their families. So there's a lot of good work going on. I have local friends who lost everything, both in Altadena as well as Pacific Palisades. And despite those losses, not only are they trying to start that rebuilding process, but they're also volunteering at their local community centers and their YMCAs. So I really hope LA rebuilds better and the state can put in place like long-term fixes for what they're going through, because this is not going to be the last Santa Ana wind. This is not going to be the last wildfire. So I pray for them, and this is just a small way that I'm trying to help spread the word for good programs for donations. Now let's pivot back to what was weak in the S&P. U.S. Bancorp down 5.8, United Health down 5.2. I believe they just reported, or they report tomorrow. I'm not sure which, but they're down 5.2. Charles River Labs 5, Texas Instruments 4.6, Tesla, as I noted, 3.6%, Enphase Energy 3.6, Apple 3.5, Southwest Airlines 2.9, M&T Bank 2.9. In the NASDAQ, you had Texas Instruments down 4.6, Apple down 3.5. I said that. Datadog 3.2, Discovery down 2.3, and On Semiconductor down 2.1. So for free members, I'll let you all go. I suspect a light session on Friday, but I could be wrong. There's not much data coming out. There's not crazy earnings coming out. And we are heading into a 3-day weekend. Premium members, please stay on. I'd like to cover macro, best defended, the Mag 7, as well as one specific chart that just shows beautifully auction market principles and balance areas. I'll see you all after the Friday session. Premium members, please stay on. That's my train.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.